Good evening, guys. Hope you're well. If we can take questions in English first and then any in German towards the end. We take a show of hands. We'll come to as many as we can, please. Somewhere to start? You start then.
First of all, your thoughts on what was
really, yeah, it was a Champions League game, a quarterfinals with a good two top teams. During 55, 60 minutes, it was a tight game, and part of the game they were better than us. We found an incredible goal from Rodri, but we could not control the pockets, especially Musiala. And Navri and the pace they have, Leroy and Coman, is so difficult to control them. In the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, the second half, they were better. They have chances, and especially in set pieces with the good takers with Kimmich and Leroy. But after we adjust something, and the last part of the game, the last minutes of the game, we were better. We scored 3 fantastic goals. We had more chances. Yeah, it's an incredible result for the. But I know a little bit what does it mean, Allianz Arena, Munich, and we have to do something new, a little bit better. We have to adjust something to don't suffer too much his ball possession, the quality they have, and we will try to do it.
And when Ruben Diaz plays like that, is he the best? An argument suggests he's the best player in the world. He was excellent tonight.
Not just Ruben. Ruben, since the last month-to-month, is amazing, but the game he played Manu and John and Nathan, all 4, was amazing. Because handle Leroy and Coman, you have to be defensively real good in the duels, and because all the time they have incredible players up front in the pockets. When they are threats in behind you with the fast players, it's so difficult to read when I have to do it. But in general, they behave really well.
Good evening. Congratulations for the result tonight. What do you expect from Bayern for the second leg? What are your fears, considering the big result you got tonight?
I can expect everything. So if we don't do our game, everything can happen. Another game, I would tell you, I don't know, but then. So the most important thing, the players who was on the pitch and I think off the pitch in the bench and see the performance of Bayern Munich. It's not necessary to tell them all the warnings because I know it's going to happen. Of course, it's a good result, really good. With the group stage and all games he played Bayern Munich so far have been outstanding. But you have 95 minutes. I've been there many times, 3 years there, and I know in Europe this team is special. And you have to be a good performance to knock out this type of teams. You have to make 2 good games, not just 1. How we defend deep, how we control the transitions of them. What they run is impossible to control in. The back 4, how handling that situation without stress, without anxious. And knowing that in that type of games, you are going to be minutes that you are going to suffer, to struggle. We were there. And in the moments that we could run or would make a good actions, always we have done it. Yeah. Yeah. No, tactical decision. Julian for him. Because I am a manager, take a decision to which one. If I substitute Bernardo, you take why Bernardo. Why didn't play Jaime or for me? So I'm here to take a decision, to see the performance on the pitch. In that moment, we need an extra energy to do with Julian, and that's why I decided. So I'm here to take a decision. And I take it. So that is my biggest quality as a manager. So I take it.
There's been some discussions about Erling Bertoland's all-round play. On the second goal, you see how he's assisting. Can you say something about his overview and his...
Erling?
Yeah.
He's always a threat. In the first half was disconnected, and the first half was not in the game. In the long balls, the league always beat him. In the short passes, always was 1 step forward, 1 step backwards, but the opening is there. He was not there. In the second half, when we start to play better, and he was part of the game.
Is his ability to assist a bit under?
He has his quality as well. He's not just a top scorer. Of course, a threat in long balls, and he helps us a lot.
James.
Did that feel different from City in these sort of games in the past? Not only the players, but the crowd as well. It didn't seem nervous tonight, the crowd. Everything seemed all as
No,
well.
we scored a lot of goals in this competition in many games.
That was particularly comfortable by the end.
It was not comfortable at all. Emotionally, I'm destroyed. I have 10 more years today. So, it was so demanding game. So now I have to relax, and day off, the guys prepare for Leicester again, and after we travel. I know exactly what you have to do there. If you don't perform really well, they are able to score 1, 2, or 3. I know that. The players know it. So it's an incredible result, but we have to do our game with a huge personality. Otherwise, these top clubs of teams. So I had the feeling I had the first leg in Munich and a bad result quite similar to him. Here, I have our chances. But here in our stadium, we have something special this season. You know, we have our momentums. We are clinical. We have that weapon. It's the same in Munich. So I've been there. You are not been there. I've been there 3 years, and I know what does it means and the people. But of course, we're going to there to score goals and to try to win the game. If we are there just to do that, will be so difficult.
Last couple in English, please, guys. We'll start here and then to Jack. Yeah? No? No.
You have a nice voice with that microphone.
Yesterday, you talked about how in this competition you've scored lots of goals but still gone out. So the fact that tonight you've kept a clean sheet against a side like Bayern compared to when you've got 3 goals against Monaco.
Yeah, there are teams. You're right, but there are teams. For example, they had less chances than today by Munich. Like Leroy had 2 or 3 pieces like block Ruben, incredible as a defender, but he loves to defend the situation. The same with Nathan. And they scored more goals than Bayern today. Like he had the feeling more, not incredible chances, but for a little bit unlucky they could have scored. But that is football. The important is the fact that we are able to score a goal, especially at home, and we are going to try to do away.
Yeah.
Does that come down to concentration in both boxes? In previous years, you might have conceded a goal when you're on top, and you might not have been as rigorous.
Yeah, but Jack, I'm going to tell you something. They had the chances to score a goal. Yeah, I know. They are defenders, but a corner. Corner that and Ruben passed for he touched the ball, it go out. We try to analyze many things when it's for little details. Sometimes it's in, sometimes it's no goal. So I had the feeling that other teams in the previous season they had less chances than today in Munich, and they scored goals. And today they didn't do it. So I don't pay much attention. But I had the feeling today that these 4 guys are back. Oh my God, they are all the time 90 minutes focused. They are incredibly stable here. They have the ability to defend well, but they are so stable here. Nothing happened. They are there again and again. And this competition is so important, because you don't expect to play against Bayern Munich here, and they will not have chances. They will not run. They will not do a build-up. They will not create the positions that they have to create. It's impossible. But how stable you are in that moment. This competition is that. And today we were, but in the same time I could tell you, Jack, maybe could have scored 1 or 2 goals, and with the same performance. And so who knows that? So that result is good, but we have 2 jobs to do.
Any in German, guys? No?
Oh.
Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You can try. Pep, what do you think of the role Bernardo Silva played today? As you said before, it was very important to stop the transitions, to stop them attacking the fullbacks. What was his role?
Bernardo,
Players that do everything.
The role that Bernardo is defining, he's a football player. And what does it mean? He can play in everywhere, in no position. He play even the left back coming inside. He can play everywhere because he understands the game perfectly in every action with and without the ball. So Bernardo had the ability, had Davis. And Davis, when I start to go, you cannot stop. And Bernardo has the ability to read, to be in the position with the ball, giving extra passes and continues, quite similar to Riyad with that. But Bernardo is so important player, and especially in this type of games. Can play there, can play the holding midfielder, can play in the false nine, play most of the times when we play in Old Trafford, because we need this type of players. Bernardo is so important player, and lately he's scoring a lot of goals. Like always, he lacked a little bit for that. He has been decisive. He was last season in Madrid, against Madrid. He is scoring a goal today again. So Bernardo is a player you say, okay, you're going to play in that position, you don't have to say anything else. He understands everything. And this is for me, from my point of view, I'm sorry, I was lucky as a manager to have an incredible, outstanding players in Barcelona, Bayern Munich. He is one of the best players I ever trained in my life, ever. He's something special as a football player, special.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.